This is just a quick video on the Belkin surge protector. 12 outlets. It's kind of expensive. It's on Amazon for I think 30 bucks. And the good thing about this is that these things actually swivel. So you can theoretically fit those big power bricks on here without wasting the adjacent outlet. It's got $300,000 worth of connected equipment warranty. This one also has a area to manage some cables, as you can see, so it can kind of help out with that clutter. The only thing is this thing is obviously kind of huge, so you will have to find some space for it underneath your computer desk or whatever. So I'll be hooking up an iMac and about maybe up to 5 or so different hard drives to it, and I also got a very good USB hub for 3.0, and I know that those are a little finicky with Macs, so I'm going to do a video on that one next, which shows what to look for when getting a USB hub with your Macintosh computers. It's not so easy as you might think it might be. So here's a quick box view. Belkin surge protector. Talks about how many joules. It's 4,320 joules of surge protection. It's an 8-foot cord, so you can plug it in quite far away from your computer. Information here. The side is open, nothing there. Here's the back of the box. So it tells you about different ways that you might risk any kind of damage to your electronics. It talks about the rotating plugs, or the swivel, and then you can see here there's the kind of cord guide. A little bit more stuff. Another thing I do like about this is that it has 12 plugs, so it kind of leaves some of your wall plugs open instead of daisy chaining a bunch of them together or using up both of your wall outlets just to plug in some stuff. I mean, I'm sure everyone watching this video kind of knows what I'm talking about. Feel free to pause it and read whatever you need to know. And also there's a lifetime warranty as well, so that's nice. Okay, so very simple unboxing. Just make sure all your outlets are in the flat position so that you can pull it out of the box. There's a little guide, and that is all that it comes with. So this is a little bit about the warranty, I'm assuming. Yep. So this is a warranty, nothing special. No instructions, just plug it in and let it do its thing. It's got the kind of on-off switch right there in case you needed to kill the current to all of your things. And let's see, 4, 4, 4, so that's 12. Let's see. Aha. So this will help clamp down, so I'm going to keep that open for now while I plug in all of my stuff. And stay tuned in these next couple of videos because you will see the progression of my setup, and maybe I'll, as I do this, I'll think of a few hints on what to think about when setting up your workstation. Sorry, I should have probably given you at least a rotation view. Here it is. This clamps down into that thing, and it's just kind of like some tension that you just pull it out. And like I said, your on-off switch there. There are some things to mount it to the wall if you needed to. This groove, I don't know exactly what it's for. I mean, sometimes they do it for cord management, but I couldn't see that being the case. Check out the full swivel. So this will help you by kind of like alternating these. You should probably be able to fit a lot of your bigger plugs on. And then also the cable, and I know that this is kind of like outdated technology, but for people who probably might use it for their internet and stuff like that, that might be helpful. So that is it for that, and stay tuned for the next one. I will be doing an unboxing of this 3.0 hub, and I will tell you what to look for when you're looking for a USB 3.0 hub for your Macintosh. Alright, thanks. Here's what it looks like on this side so far. Another tip, this is one that I always kind of tell people, is that when you have plugs that have these ends, instead of the power brick, so you either have like a big black brick that you plug into the wall, and that black brick will usually cover up something around it so that you can't really plug it in very easily. And then you have these ones that just kind of fit in their spot, and they're kind of the same diameter as the circle of the outlet. So what I mean is you have these kind of like brick looking things here which kind of block ports around it, and that's why I got this surge protector. And then you have these ones that just kind of fit nicely into the spot. So when you're plugging directly into the wall and you have one of these, you might want to stick up to the top one, because that way you can still put a power brick down there. If you end up putting a big one down here and a power brick up here, they're going to interfere with each other. Like one's going to kind of block the other one from being plugged in all the way, or being plugged in at an angle, putting stress on the prongs and stuff like that. So whenever you can, as much as possible, whenever you have these kind of small neat ones, put them on the top outlet. That way you have space to work. I mean, it's like that's not occupied, but I could still use that. And if I did have a power brick, it would fit there as well. So we know that this surge protector is expensive at $30. I mean, I've never bought anything this expensive before as a surge protector. I usually get the $5, $10 ones, or Black Friday, they give them out for free sometimes. So this one can fit. This is a Belkin one that I did that unboxing of. It can fit a lot of bricks on it, but it won't sit properly. And already look, I don't know if you can see, but when I put stress on it at these angles, since these things swivel, these things can pop up, and then these can get unplugged, and then your drive can kick off, and that's not a good thing. Therefore, you can also look for a surge protector like this, and I think these are kind of expensive for what they are. I mean, it only has 5 plugs, but look how it does it. It gives you these kind of like little mini extension cords so that they're not all bunched up together, kind of knocking each other out of their spots. So an alternative to this one is you can actually buy on Amazon, and I'll try to put a link, you can actually buy little tiny extension cords, like 6-inch extension cords that basically have this on one end to plug in, and this on the other end for you to insert the power of the device. So basically what that does is imagine kind of like a plug on the end of this, and then you can use any cheap surge protector you have like this, and you'll basically have kind of wires like this coming off of it, and you're going to actually insert your device right here, and then that way it could be a brick and all that stuff, and you can actually use every single outlet. And those are relatively more cheap. They're probably like $15 for a 5-pack, and the more name brand and quality you go, the more expensive it gets. But that's like a really good alternative to this, because look how messy that is, and also with it moving around and stuff, I know things are going to get unplugged, and I don't want to be doing a data transfer while something gets unplugged and then corrupt the whole thing, and then all my data is gone. So that might actually be the smarter way to do it.
But for now, I'm just going to try to work with this and be very, very gentle with it. Hopefully that will last. And I'm going to clean all that up. I'm going to plug it up as much as stuff as I can. I'm not going to overdo it. I'm going to try to use this little cord management thing. And that's what it's looking like right now. So there's the USB 3.0 right there. A little green sticker on it. And port capacity. And then you have all the power cables plugged into this guy. And if I need to, I have 2 more empty spots here, but if I need to, I'm going to switch to this guy and maybe even switch some bricks over to this like octopus or squid looking. I think this is called the squid. It's called Power Sentry. This is a very old surge protector or whatever power expansion thing that I got. I think it was marketed under the name the Squid. Not quite sure, I can't remember. But it works really good. And it's especially good for all these power bricks and stuff. So yeah, that's kind of the nightmare situation we have going on right now with all this plugged into these, and hopefully the computer will be ready to access everything. Another tip is to, whenever you can, try to use the top. If you have a power brick, always try to use the bottom first, so that way the top will always be open. And that's pretty much about it. I'm going to start this up and let's see if everything works out. Let's see if the Mac actually has access to all of those drives. Here's a shot of my desktop, and as you can see, let's see how many drives got plugged in. So this one is one that I haven't seen plugged in for a while, so that's good news. This is my iTunes library, or part of it. This is my backup disk, so that's a very important drive. And this is a Seagate 2 terabyte. Actually, this is the one I don't think I've seen in a while, so that's a good thing. Let's see, how many drives do I have plugged in? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 icons here, which is very, very good news. I have, oh, there's actually 1 drive I forgot to get. That's right. So I have a 5th drive to put in. So I have my iTunes split between, my iTunes library split between this drive and this drive. So this one is connected to my Pogo plug, and you can go look at my video history to see an unboxing of that. It's a really good device. Yeah, so this definitely shows that this works, and it has the ability to plug in a lot of things at once, which is good. It seems to work very well. Hopefully it'll be like this throughout the week and even longer than that. And other than that, I think that's all I really need to show you guys. So I did a video today about the surge protector and the USB 3.0 hub, and hopefully that helps anyone out there who's trying to reorganize their computer system and stuff like that, and clean up a little bit. I'm getting closer and closer to a good solution, and I definitely recommend this hub. I would say that I recommend the surge protector as well, but I told you there are cheaper options out there, and as you can tell, it was pretty cramped on that surge protector, so that's up to you. I might even return that at Amazon and get the those little tiny pack of extension cords to kind of plug all those power bricks up,
It is going to be a little bit more spread out messy instead of kind of compact messy, but you know what though, the other thing is that this thing does have that, this $30 surge protector does have that warranty on it for $300,000 worth of electronics and stuff like that. So maybe, I don't know, shows that they have a little bit more confidence. So maybe I will stick with that one. Still up for decision. So hopefully that was helpful to you guys. And I'll talk to you soon. Leave me any comments for any suggestions you might have for things. Maybe you guys did something in a method that was better than what I did. So I would definitely like to know, because it's better to know sooner than later. That way I can always change everything now instead of down the line when this is kind of not on my mind anymore. And yeah, so if you guys know of any tips that I could take advantage of, please let me know. And hopefully we can continue this discussion, and hopefully this was helpful, and hopefully you can find a way to kind of get the best setup possible for all of us who are watching. And thanks again.